got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay.
It's Thursday at 5 o'clock, which means it's time for the Sir Crazy Sang cassette.
Woo!
I'm the Divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And this is our Sugar Rush
It
episode.
is
We're
our
going to get a
Sugar
little sweet today.
We're always sweet.
We're always very, very sweet.
I'm
You're
not.
more sweet than I am.
I see, and I would disagree. I think sometimes you're more sweet than I am.
Alright.
I'm a bit. I could be a sourpuss.
Okay?
I can.
That's a fair thing, but I think you're sweet.
Hi,
Today
Jerry
is-
Pop.
Hi, hey, Jerry Pop. Hi, everybody.
If you're in and you're hanging out, say hi so
Say
we
hi.
know you're there. Don't just be a creeper.
If you've never seen this show before, this is all about, we're going to cook some food today.
We're gonna.
We're going to make some drinks.
We are.
We are going to listen to some music.
Yeah.
We got a brand new band we've never had on the
I
show
know. I'm super
before.
excited.
Very, very excited. We've got some amazing regular cast members. We've
Yeah,
got
indeed.
some weird, silly things planned for us.
Yes.
And we're just going to have a generally fun time.
We are gonna have a generally fun time. Are you ready for a generally fun time?
Generally fun. If you've never seen this before, we are both burlesque performers in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I am a comedian, a host, a producer.
I am a burlesque dancer and host and choreographer and producer and Girl Friday.
Exactly. And when the pandemic hit, we decided instead of starting our own ape society, we would instead create a fun cooking show.
Well, you could learn a thing and have a giggle and wear pants or not.
I still think the ape society is a very good second alternative.
Well, when we run out of material for this, perhaps
Can
we
we
will
do an
start
ape
our
society?
own ape society.
That would be amazing. I've always wanted to be the great ape. Oh, what's
Is that just the
that's
grape?
the grape ape.
The grape. It's just a
Remember
grape.
grape ape? Were you old enough for grape ape?
I don't know.
It's a
Remind me.
Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It was a purple gorilla, the grape ape.
I don't remember the grape.
Who remembers grape ape? Joe, you must remember grape ape. Also, and then of course the great ape was the head of the religious society
Yes.
in Planet of the Apes. But today is about
Implants of the Apes?
Planets of the Apes. There's
Oh,
many
no,
planets.
but I like implants of the apes.
Implants of the Apes.
I
It was
think that's
the
a whole
porno. It
new,
was the
the
porno.
whole new porno that we have to write.
Oh, I love it. This is our sweets episode. I'm very excited because I gotta have sweet things because you're not a big sweet tooth. You don't like sweets. You're very savory. You like the savory.
I like
chips.
salty and vinegary, and I like to drink my calories after a meal instead of doing dessert. I will often have a second glass of wine, an extra glass of wine, and then maybe.
I always miss the second because by the time I'm paying attention, you're on your fifth.
So yeah, I normally drink my calories after a meal as opposed to eat them. But and I don't bake as much. Like I love cooking. Baking is such
Baking science.
It's very much science, and my brain do not science. Or so I've convinced myself. You know, I've got to stop saying that because I do bake pretty well. Like I get.
You make amazing things.
I get proportions, but like I'm more intimidated by baking because I know it's more exact than cooking. So I always tend, especially on this show, towards cooking and less baking. But we're gonna bake.
Today you're gonna bake. What are you baking?
We're gonna bake two things. So you have options. You can do 50-50. So you could do half-half. You could do one of the two. You could do neither and sit there and just drink yourself silly. We are making mini tarts. Little minis.
Well, they're regular sized tarts.
Well, they're regular sized tarts. They're mini pies.
Mini pies.
I just like mini things. Like
I know, but it is a mini pie. It's a regular tart.
Well, no, because if you had like an onion tart or like a frittata is technically like a tart and like a
but to me, in the English vernacular, a tart is the small mini pie.
Bon ben.
I'm just saying.
So we're making small things, key lime, and s'mores tarts. S'mores, because it's summer, and you know, if you can't get up to the cottage and make or light a fire on your balcony, you can make s'mores tarts instead of s'mores over the open flame.
I've been a big s'mores fan. Really,
I find, I'll be honest, like again, because I like to drink and often I like to trip balls when I go up to the cottage. So like making a s'mores is a lot of. I like roasting marshmallows. The s'mores is a lot of effort.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was when we were camping as kids and we went out and did the fire. S'mores wasn't one of the things we did. We'd roast marshmallows, but we didn't really do the s'mores thing.
Well, because s'mores, you have to be like on it. You know what I mean? It's like, but also you've got to like, it's got to be perfectly timed. Like the marshmallow has to be goopy enough, and then you got to like grab it with your graham crackers and the So this is like a way less hassle, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's going to be tasty. Yeah. We're going to make our own marshmallow fluff, but if you have marshmallow fluff in your cupboard, use that.
Or as Audrey might call it, marshmallow flaff.
Flaff. So if you have that at home, cool. If you have mini marshmallows, you can use those too. We're going to use a kitchen torch and just like a little bit. That means light them on fire.
Sounds delicious.
It's going to be good. What are you making?
We are going to make this because it's one of those things. When I started looking for drinks to make, there's so many candy cocktails. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them are sort of recreations of different types of candies in cocktail form. A lot of Skittles shots, a lot of Starburst shots. And it's really just soaking vodka in
that candy thing.
Until you get a colored vodka that's vaguely tasting of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a big fan of that stuff. And so what I wanted to do one that was, if you're really into sweets, there's a really cool little sweet one we're going to do.
Okay.
And if you're not so much into sweets, you want something that's like sort of a sweet candy cocktail, but it's not super sweet tasting.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a different one. So we're making a cocktail called the Tootsie Roll. Not to be confused with a Tootsie Roll Martini. It's different ingredients. It's less sweet than a Tootsie Roll Martini. Tootsie Roll Martini has a lot of chocolate liqueurs and caramel liqueurs in it, so it's very
cloying.
I don't know. It's just too sweet for me.
Mm-hmm.
This one is nice because it uses an aged rum, which has naturally got a lot of sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot, but more sweetness than a newer rum. And then we're using a little bit of maple syrup and some chocolate bitters to really round it out. It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be round.
But what's nice, it's a 3-ingredient drink. Super easy to make.
Nice.
And then we're going to go a little bit crazy with vodka, marshmallow, Jello pops.
That's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words in that. It's not a pop made of Jello, so it's not like a Jello pop.
Not like a
Jello pudding pop.
It's not a Chef Duyan pop.
This is, in fact, we're not even cooking the Jello. We're using the Jello for color and a little bit of sweetness.
Mm.
So they're going to be fun. That one's less of a cocktail, more of a little treat.
Well, yeah. What now?
treat.
I'll treat. You're a little treat.
Oh,
I love your little whale shirt.
So that's going to be a fun show. Yep. Plus, like I say, music we've never had on before.
I know.
Chef Diane is got a treat for you.
Okay. And what about a treat for you? By the way,
never is a treat for me.
can I just for a moment, a big props to Chef Duyan. If you weren't with us last Thursday, Chef Duyan made THC gummies with some THC oil.
Yeah.
The gummies were très petits.
Very
they were
small.
like mini gummies, like tiny. But because Chef Duyan and his invisible assistant are part of our pod, we saw them afterwards. Chef Duyan's gummies were legit. So if you...
he also brought the bowl. Like there was some that were already formed into the gummy
like
tray,
in the tray, yeah,
There was one bowl, which I think he just dumped the rest of the oil in.
Well, no.
I add a little bit.
Oh, I've had some too.
And it put me on my butt.
It's good. So if you're looking for a recipe for THC gummies, go back to our episode from last week, which is on our YouTube or on the Facebook, because those gummies were legit. Like, legit, yeah.
And before we go anywhere too, I also want to say that it's my mom's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
So
Mama's still crazy.
She has been so supportive of what we're doing.
Yes, she's been our number one supporter, actually.
Yeah, she's been here every week, and so happy birthday, Mom. Love you very much. Thank you for everything you've done to help out the show.
Thank you for him.
Yay.
He's cool.
Shall we go see what they're having to say over here?
Let's have them say
Let's go over here. Hi, everybody. How are you?
No, we're not stealing a recipe from Chef Duyan. We're making our own recipe.
Yeah. Ruby Rose is here. Hello, hello.
Donata and
Elle,
Kelly.
My sound's a little low. I thought my sound might be... I actually turned my sound down on purpose.
I told him he was being loud.
I was being loud, but I can bring my sound up just a little bit. How is that?
How are you, friends?
A little loud. That's better. You can also turn the volume up on your computer. Dan, check your mic. Elle's, it's crystal clear.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, I'm not fine. What am I not? Why am I? Oh, there. Why? Because the little plug.
But the plug was not in the hole?
The plug was not in the hole.
You
You got to put the plug in the hole. Hope you got that all right, everybody.
See, lessons.
Yay.
Already starting.
There we go. Excellent. We figured it all out.
We haven't
Our first time in 5 weeks we've had a sound problem. Pretty good.
You keep saying that. I don't really think that's true.
It's very true. It's very, very true. Sorry, I deplugged myself. Excellent. DIY marshmallow fluff. You guys are awesome.
We'll see how it goes.
There we are. Kelly and Donata are here. Fantastic. Again, if you guys haven't, we broadcast all over the place. We are over on our Facebook page. We are over on the Wiggle Room's Facebook page.
Hi, Wiggle Room.
We are over on Twitch, and primarily our big one is YouTube.
YouTube. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, you should head over there and subscribe for multiple reasons.
Yeah. Helps us out.
It helps us out, and it's fun.
It is. And the other place which we found we're broadcasting is what we found. We know we're broadcasting on Twitter and Periscope. And through Periscope, we're all automatically on Twitter. And we just noticed that there's like tons of people who are watching us on Periscope.
So hi, if you're on
Periscope, hi. I don't know if the chat really relays to Periscope, so you may not be part of it. If you want to be involved and you're on Periscope, you want to be involved in the chat, head over to our YouTube channel.
What is it?
youtube.com/StirCrazyShow/live right now. And we'll be right there.
I have to, because I'm me and I have to hang a lampshade on everything, I went up north for all of 8 hours the other day, and I fried. So I'm a little bit like, I don't
You're fried?
Well, I'm always fried. But my colors don't make sense to me. My face is like one color. This whole side of me is one color. This is a bit of a different color.
It's a very nice,
like,
but you're like Joseph.
I'm various hues of El Diablo tonight.
Joseph and the Technicolor El Diablo.
Skin problems.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ruby Rose. Thank you very much. It's little whales. It's all kinds of little whales if you see up there. Look at all the different whales. There's blue whales and sperm whales and
pink whales.
Pink whales. So it's my whale shirt. I didn't have it. I thought it was the most candy-esque kind of shirt I had.
Well, you kind of remind me of Saltwater Taffy.
That was my stripper name. We're gonna head back over here. And
you're gonna head over there. I'm gonna do a cheveux.
You do a cheveux. So we are gonna head right back over to here. We are gonna start off with. You're gonna make some graham cracker crust, aren't you?
Graham cracker crust.
So we're gonna bring Elle's contraptions over here.
Thank you very much.
I
Elle
just-
is also just going to very briefly nudge you out of the way and wash my hands.
All right.
Because I did a hairdo.
Okay.
I mean, it's not much of a hairdo, but it means that there won't be hair in our pie. There will not be hair pie tonight.
That's algorithm. That is not algorithm safe.
Why not?
Just saying.
I'm just saying. But I was promising that to put my hair back so there would not be hair in the pie. What we have here is 1.5 cups of
Let me bring that up for you too.
graham cracker crumbs
So we're
in the bowl. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
There you are.
We have 1/3 of a cup
I hit the wrong
of
button.
white sugar. You guys can use brown sugar. We had white sugar at home. I actually find that brown sugar with a graham cracker crust makes it a little bit richer. If you're into that, do the brown sugar. If you only have white sugar, do the white sugar. In this bowl over here, I have 6 or so tablespoons of melted butter.
Well, until this comes away, I can't do it.
That's okay. It's again, it's a 3-ingredient crust. I'm just going to give that a bit of a stir because I was a bit cheap about the whole thing and melted it in the micro-ondes. You know, you got to pick your battles, and melting butter is not the hill that I'm going to die on. So we're going to put that in there. How you doing? My bowl matches my dress.
It's almost like you're putting it into your dress.
It's almost like I'm putting it right into my dress. It's also almost like I said to Danny before we went live, I kind of remind myself, speaking of candy and sugar, of like, remember the little 3-packs of the Lifesavers that you get at Halloween that were like red, orange, and yellow? Like, that's me right now. I'm just red, orange, and yellow. So we're going to stir this together. I'm using a little spatula here. And we're just going to incorporate this. So you want to get your butter mixed in there. Really easy.
There it is. Got it up now.
There you go.
That's the right ingredients.
But again,
I'm gonna bring that over there.
graham crackers. And guess what? Like, if you don't feel like pounding your frustrations into some graham crackers, you can buy the crumbs already crumbified in a box or a paquet at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, yes. Society has been designed for all of us to just work 80 hours a week and not have to like chop things or smoosh things.
Yeah.
Yes. So look at that. It's nice and incorporated. It's a bit mealy or like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, but that's okay. That's cool. So that's it. Okay. There's your crust, friends. What we're going to do tonight, despite when we put the recipe up online, we doubled up on the crust, so you can make
A dozen
12,
of each.
a dozen of each, a dozen key lime and a dozen s'mores. What we're gonna do tonight, because this stuff does have to sit in the fridge, plus because I always have to try making the recipes before, we already have some pre-made that have not been topped in the fridge.
So you just blew the magic of it coming out.
Oh, shush you.
But that's the Duyan 10 minutes to 5 hours.
That's Duyan's magic.
That's
my
true.
magic is different. My magically made stuff
Honesty?
yesterday. Yes, my magic is honesty. So what we're going to do is we're only going to do all of this to say 12 little mini tart things. So we have our muffin tin.
This is one they'll probably want to see is you putting it in the muffin tin.
I have put some little paper liners in there.
Do you know the muffin tin?
I do not know the muffin tin, the muffin tin, the muffin tin. I've got my trusty little teaspoon dude over here. I'm going to overload them a little bit, and we're just going to go in here.
Oh, sorry. I don't know which one you're going to.
I was going to that one. Here, I can move this and
There
there's a
we
little
are.
bit more space. Now, do not be fooled by my civilized use of this tablespoon. I will get in there with my fingers eventually.
So you're putting about a tablespoon in?
A heaping tablespoon per.
Can I ask you a question? And this is not a science question. So
If it's a science question, I'll get
not
mad.
a science question. So what kind of thickness are you looking for your crust?
Well, I think it depends, first of all, on how you like your crust, because everybody has, chacun a son goût.
Mm-hmm.
For this kind of stuff, I like to have a fairly nice crust base, if that makes any sense.
You're doing about half a centimeter kind of thing?
I couldn't give you a measurement per se, but I'll show you in a second what we're talking about. So we're going to just keep putting those in there. Give it like a little preliminary poos.
All right.
Oh my God, I've got the most
get in there real close
unprofessional.
and
You
just
get real close. I'm gonna go for that one over here.
All right, you go over there.
So I'm gonna go in here. Me and my professional kitchen terminology. Then some puss with the back of the spoon. We're also just doing that right now so that they sit properly in the muffin cups, and then I'll adjust in a moment. So smooth.
I've noticed that. Like, you made the ones last night. They have a thicker base.
This will end up a little bit thicker than what it is right now.
They're almost like half base, half filling.
Ish, because again, I like graham cracker crust. If you're not a graham cracker crust person, you might want to go for like less of a heaping tablespoon and just get it in there so it's gonna hold some kind of integrity in the muffin tins. I like, especially for both of the fillings that we're doing today, like I like a nice buttery graham cracker crust, and this one does have a good amount of butter in it.
While we're doing, just so you know, because we're going to cook these.
Yes, 350.
We got the oven on at 350 degrees. So if you haven't preheated your oven, go ahead and do that now. That's something I needed to say something.
Well, I'm glad that you did. You jumped in there. So, all right. So I've got these all pretty much evenly filled here, but I'm going to go back and just give them like a little bit of extra love. Because, like I said, I like.
Thank you, DIY Muggle guy, for your.
What was his?
He said there's something fishy with me.
Oh.
And you might think it's my shirt, but it's not. It's the piece of salmon I have in my pocket.
I was gonna say it's the sperm in your whales.
Wow, that took a weird turn.
It did, but it always does.
It always takes a weird turn.
So I'm just putting in a little bit of extra willy-nilly, and
I'm going to get this sort of.
Yeah, get that out of the. Hold on, no problem. Actually, I'm done with that
You're
for
done
now.
with that?
I have clean hands. You all watched me wash my hands. I'm just going to get in there with my fingers and press that down.
You want that to be nice and solid.
Yeah.
Packed well.
Packed well, like brown sugar packed almost, like, that styles. You also want to make sure, because we're going to be filling these, they're sitting fairly evenly in the actual muffin tin situation, right?
And also, can I ask, because we haven't put that up in the recipe yet, but neither of these two fillings we're making are going to be cooked in the oven, correct? They're just both going to be.
No.
I don't know what no just means when you stare blankly.
You know what? It's because I just had a moment. The s'mores ones definitely won't. Yeah. I just had a moment of, did I bake my key limes last night? Because I was so busy doing so many things. I think we do throw the key lime ones back in the.
Oh, okay. Cool.
In the oven.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh, right. They were hot at one point. You gave them to me. They were hot.
Yes, it was hot. So yeah, we're up for about 9 minutes, I think. Yes, actually, it's all coming back to. I'm having a Celine
Well, it's good that you're in charge of this portion.
Well, you know what? You're always asking me questions. You'd think I'd have answers.
I'm drinking a little bit of rum right now because we're not doing cocktails till a bit later.
But those are done. So if you just want to fly in there, you know what?
Want to fry in there?
I'm just going to add, and I'm going to wait for 1 second for you to get in there.
I'm going to get in there first.
This guy over here, if you can tell, I think he's looking a little light on. You see how much space is in there? I'm going to add a little bit to him, and a little tiny bit to him. I don't know why they're men. They could be ladies. To her, she gets some. They gets this, and they get this, and this gets this, and that gets that, and everybody is happy.
Everybody's full of graham crackers.
Everybody's full of graham.
Oh, you know what we haven't done right at this point yet?
What haven't we done?
Well, we started cooking, but I haven't put on. We haven't put on aprons.
Oh, we could put on our aprons. All right, let me be honest. There's 2 of you in the West Island. I have your aprons in my car. We will talk after the show. I think you know who you are. There's one of you who's not watching tonight, who normally watches. Have your apron in my car. Otherwise, you should have received your aprons.
Everybody should have their aprons, except for the very few.
My West Island crew.
Do we have any left?
I don't.
You
No.
don't? You don't? We don't have any left?
No.
No, we're out?
I think we are out.
Well, there we are.
So stay tuned. Okay, so le voilà. In the 350-degree oven for 8 to 10 minutes. All right? No more than that. We don't want to burn these puppies.
All right, sorry, 8 to 10 minutes?
8 to 10. I will put the timer on.
Well, while that sounds a perfect time, while we're cooking that, you know it's a perfect thing to do then right now?
What is a perfect thing?
Well, we did a fun little promo this week.
Oh, yes, we did.
We did a very silly little promo where we just happened to be animated. We were cookies this week.
We were cookies this
You're
week.
always my cookie.
Aw, thanks, Cookie. And you're perfect cookies for me.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, we did. It was fun. I like doing that. It was
Well,
a
it's
weird
because you're
little-
really talented and know how to do stuff.
I didn't know that until Monday, and then I learned. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, we had fun this week on this promo. So if you haven't seen it, here's this week's promo, which we're calling Cookies Crumbling.
Elle.
What? I was having a nice dream.
Oh, really? Let me see if I can guess. You were somewhere really warm?
Yeah.
You were just lying out, relaxing,
Yeah.
just soaking up the rays?
That's amazing. How are you doing that?
Elle, we're cookies for Christ's sakes!
What are you talking about? I'm not a... Oh my God, I'm a goddamn cookie.
That's what I said.
How the hell did we become cookies?
Well, I've been thinking about that, and do you think maybe this is one of the symptoms of COVID?
You think one of the symptoms of COVID is that you suddenly become a cookie?
I don't know.
Are you serious?
I don't know. Maybe this is like COVID 20 or 21.
It's not a numbering system.
Then I'm out of ideas.
Okay, I'll think. There's got to be a logical explanation. You're a cookie. You're a cookie.
Ahem.
What?
We're a cookie.
Don't shut up. We might just see how the cookie crumbles.
Sorry. You know, you do look really cute and frosting.
What are we going to do?
Well, I've thought about this, and, well, there's only one thing I think that we really can do.
What? Stop the music! Are you kidding? You want to do a promo like this?
We're on a deadline.
No. Will you stop doing that? We need to figure out how to uncookie ourselves.
Yeah, but this would be a pretty cool promo.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that...
Great! Hit it!
Hi, I'm Elle Diabloe.
And I'm the Divine Danny D.
Join us this Thursday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, and Twitch for the latest edition of the Stir Crazy Senka Set.
This week, These two sweeties will make a whole bunch of sweeties for you, sweeties.
I hate this.
Wow, Elle, you sure are one tough cookie.
Oy. This week we'll be making 2 kinds of tarts. A key lime and a s'mores. Though at this point, I'm not really sure how we're doing that.
And to accompany, a Tootsie Roll cocktail for you chocoholics out there, and a vodka marshmallow jello pop.
So join us. Cook with us. Drink with us.
Or just join in all the fun and socialize, but distantly.
Check the description below for your ingredients list and all the crazy details.
Or visit YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter, or Twitch on Thursday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join in all the fun!
Okay, so now what?
I guess we wait.
Wait for what?
A glass of milk?
You're an idiot.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button.
Also, drop us a comment and say hi, and feel free to check out some of our other videos and our live stream shows.
Oh no, Elle. We can't get in the house.
Why not?
I seem to have misplaced my cookies.
Would someone just eat him already?
I love a good cookie pun. And on a good cookie pun. Yes! So there we are. We're animated characters. There may be more animation of
There
us.
might be. It was
I'm
kinda
learning
fun.
actually right now how to bring one of our animated characters onto the show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we might even have that one day.
Yeah. And a little mascot, a little animated mascot.
A little thing. Maybe yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, cool. It's cocktail time.
Well, it's cocktail time. I thought we'd start off with a lovely little cocktail called the Tootsie Roll. Again, I want to make sure this is not to be confused with the Tootsie Roll Martini. Very different drink. This is called just the Tootsie Roll. I found this off of the Difference Guide. Mm-hmm. It's a fairly new cocktail. I like this one. It's basically a twist on an old fashioned.
Okay.
In that it uses a spirit, a sweet, and a bitter.
Okay.
So in this case, our spirit is some aged rum. We're using Havana Club 7-year-old. Very, very nice. This has got a real natural, sort of dark, rich, almost sort of a
sugar cane syrup.
I'd say it's more like brown sugary kind of quality to it.
In my head, that's what I meant, but yeah.
We're also going to use some beautiful Canadian maple syrup.
Oh, it's international, this cocktail.
Because this is the Tootsie Roll, and Tootsie Roll, of course, is a chocolate toffee.
Yes.
So you need a caramel side, sort of a, and so the in this case are your tarts ready? Are your pie crusts ready? So in this case, we're going to use the maple syrup.
Buttery.
They do smell buttery. Oh, they look lovely.
You keep going.
Okay, no, I'm just, and for our bitter, we're going to use some chocolate bitters. I mentioned this before, I think last week. Yeah, last week drink when I made the sour. I love these bitters, these Ms. Bitters bitters. They're chocolate. It's a very, very, it's not a bitter chocolate. It's a very rich chocolate, and I find this is where you're going to get the Tootsie Roll chocolate element to it. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to have something that's not super bitter chocolate to it. You want a little sweetness. And then we're going to garnish with, we couldn't find, generally you would garnish with a Tootsie Roll.
Yes, but
we couldn't, so we're going to garnish with a Rolo and some maraschino cherries.
Oh, so like a full-on diabetes cocktail.
Those are very, very, you don't have to have those, the garnish. It is just garnish. So we're just going to do a very simple, so you can bring the recipe up there for us.
I was just going to say to Donata that I have better eyebrows as a cookie than I do in real life. Recipes. Thank you, Tootsie Roll.
There we go. This has got a weird measurement in it. So it's a very simple drink. It should be, it's 2 ounces of the rum in this case. And an odd measurement of 5/12 of an ounce of maple syrup. Now 5/12, of course, is just under half an ounce. So let's just say just under half an ounce, depending on how sweet you want it. If you like it a little sweeter, you might want to go the full half ounce. I like to keep it just under. It does keep it so it's sweet, but it's not too sweet.
Also keeps things interesting from a measurement perspective.
It does. It does. So we're going to start off with our maple syrup. So we're going to do just under half an ounce. I'm going to do this twice. And I think what they're really trying to say by the 5/12 is really just under half an ounce. And this, I'm just putting the straight maple syrup. I didn't make a maple syrup, like a bar syrup. I'm just gonna.
I can give you a little hand there.
It's okay. I got it. I'm good.
I got hands.
All right. Now to this, we are going to add 2 full ounces of the aged rum. 1. And then, because we're making 2, we're going to add another one. Boom. Now, here's where we're going to get our chocolate. In the recipe, it says you're going to add 6 dashes of chocolate bitters. If you have a bottle that you have to do that, 6 that, you want quite a bit of that chocolate flavor.
Many bitters, yes.
Since this has an eyedropper to it, what I found is really nice is 2 full per drink.
So 4 for 2.
Thank you very much. Conjunction, junction.
What's the function?
All right. And with this is going to be a coupe drink. These are beautiful coupes we bought. I love these.
Look
These are
look how
gorgeous.
stunning those are. Those are from Alumbika. If you live in Montreal, Alumbika is in Little Italy. It's
gorgeous little drink.
Saint Laurent near.
Near like
Beaubien, but not.
No,
it's
yeah. And it's sort of just like I think just around Little Italy, that area. What's the bagels?
No, it's not near the bagels.
Is that bagels?
It's not near the bagels.
Well, let's stop talking about, because I got to deal with this. I want to deal with the thing here. So, in this, because this is an old fashioned, we are not going to shake this. We are just simply going to add some ice to this. And we're going to stir this. Again, the reason why we're stirring a drink like this is we don't want to dilute it too much.
Yes, I'm going to leave you for one quick hot second.
You go ahead. So I'm going to fill that up, and we are just going to give that a nice stir. You want to stir this for about 30 seconds. What you're really trying to do is you're trying to bring down the temperature of that alcohol without breaking up the ice too much. So if you want to try and get that spoon to stay flat if you can. I find that sometimes I just get the bar spoon end down low. Just want to keep that moving. This is going to bring the temperature of the alcohol down. That's all we're looking to do. All right. We got that done. And this is simply going to, if this had been shaken, I'd want to double strain something like this, because I wouldn't want any little chips of ice to get into the drink. But since we stirred it, I won't worry about that as much. And we are just simply going to pour. One. You want to get the fly camera?
I do. I was actually just double checking. I was exactly right. It is Saint Laurent and Beaubien.
There we are.
For Alumbika, if you want beautiful glassware.
Yeah, beautiful. There we are. Now, as I said, this we're going to just garnish this here. Let me just get, so what I like to do in this is we're going to take a cherry, because chocolate and cherry is always a lovely combination. And normally I would put literally one of those wrappered Tootsie Rolls into this and just put it through the wrapper. But since we don't have that, we have the Rolo, which is pretty. We can just do that.
Nope.
We'll do that again.
I'm just trying to get in there.
There you go. Let me just get one more Rolo. Ooh, that one's useless.
That one was poison?
That one was useless.
I'm trying to figure out my.
And we're gonna go right through here one more time.
See, and if it was me garnishing, I would have put another cherry on the other side. I'll balance, you know.
And that's why.
That's why I'm not doing that.
And there we have. That is our Tootsie Roll.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna give you one of those. We're gonna just.
Oh, thank you. Look how pretty.
That is a beautiful looking little drink.
These cocktail glasses are so delicate. I love it. I'm afraid to cheers with them. Ooh, chocolatey.
Yeah, so it's gorgeous because of those bitters. You get a nice little chocolatey flavor to it. But so it does. I mean, it does. The maple syrup gives it sort of almost a little caramelly kind of back end. I love this drink. And again, it's not super sweet.
Oh, all right.
Now that you ate the
Rolo and the booze is perfect.
And what I like is you let the Rolo sit, let that soak up all the booze.
I know where I can get more Rolos.
Exactly, but the Rolo's got to be in the booze for it to get that effect.
I just want to call attention for 1 second. What I love about this glass, because I'm a glassware fanatic, it literally looks like it's disappearing. Like it's so delicate that it almost looks like it doesn't exist. I love it so much.
But the drink it's a beautiful little.
It's a beautiful drink in a beautiful glass.
Candy without being too candy.
Yeah.
So that's the Tootsie Roll.
Is anybody else?
3 ingredients. So easy to make.
Let me see your Tootsie
you have
Roll.
friends over, and you want if you somebody especially who likes a slightly sweeter drink, this is a really nice one to bring to them.
And what kind of Canadian doesn't have maple syrup in their
Yeah.
right?
Question time.
Yeah.
Every week we like to get people engaged. We want to know what you have to think.
What do you have to think?
What you think about things that are important and sometimes
Not so important.
unimportant. And
It's question time.
This week, it's a great question. I'm really happy I thought of this question because this is a fun question. So to me, you're dealing with this. What is your favorite candy bar? And you'll notice I said not chocolate bar, candy bar. It's very important because my favorite one has no chocolate in it.
My favorite candy and or chocolate bar is the Reese Peanut Butter Cup.
Reese Peanut Butter Cup is almost perfection. I love peanut butter. Some people who don't like peanut butter, though, I could see why they wouldn't.
See, I like mint chocolate and I like peanut butter chocolate. So I would say a close second would be like the Laura Secord mint chocolate bar. That's also up there for me.
See, if I'm going to go,
give me an option, but I'm a Libra, so I took it.
If I'm going to go chocolate bar, I almost would like. I like a simple, really like mediocre milk chocolate.
Like a dairy milk?
I love a dairy milk. I love a Jersey milk. I prefer Jersey milk to dairy milk. That's just Jersey milk is Nielsen's, I think.
Nestle.
No, it's well, it was when I was a kid. It was Nielsen's.
Dairy milk is Cadbury, is it not?
Dairy milk is Cadbury.
Chocolate.
But I just like I don't like. I'm not a big chocolate fan. So, but what I do like is I like that really mediocre chocolate.
Like shitty chocolate.
But to me, the best candy bar that exists is the Payday bar, which has no chocolate. It is a salted nougat bar. Okay. Salted peanuts coated in nougat. It's sweet and it's salty and it's perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect candy bar.
Okay. Let's head over there and see what the peeps
have to say. What do you guys think? What is your favorite candy bar? Everybody has one.
I'm just going to slide this out of the way.
I was going to do that when I was moving on over here. There we go. There you go.
Busy over there.
Hi, how are you, everybody? There you go.
Hi,
why don't you do that? You talk to them and I'll move this.
Ooh, wunderbar. Kit Kat. Kit Kat is valid. Kit Kat is a valid thing. Starbucks Justin's peanut butter cups are amazing. True. Score. Also delicious.
I love a good
Hold on, I gotta scroll up.
Oh,
because we're missing some. Mint
there
chocolate
we go.
Laura Secord.
Score from Turtles. I like turtles. Yeah.
Turtles. Ooh, I love turtles. Crispy Crunch.
Crispy Crunch.
Crunchy is like chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love
Crunchy, no, like the
Nestle
crunch.
Oh, crunchy.
The Crunchy bar.
With the like
With
honeycomb.
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 Not a honey-
It's
is that a
spelled
honeycomb?
honeycomb. Crispy Crunch. My mom loves Crispy Crunch. I wasn't sure. Crispy Crunch didn't know what it wanted to be. Was it toffee or was it peanut butter?
Well, it kind of wants to be like a score.
It kind of does, but it's like at least it's a score that you can.
called score, yeah.
Score I love, but score could also be hard. Mint.
Mars?
There's another mint chocolate, Laura Secord from Squirrel.
There's one in Dorval. You can do that. You're part
Starbucks
of the West
Justin's
Island
peanut
crew.
butter cups are amazing. Is that a candy bar? Or is that something Justin has?
Peanut butter cups doesn't necessarily sound like something you want to have.
It's filthy. It does sound. Look, I got like a little cut on my chin.
You-
I just noticed I was bleeding.
Oh, it's all right. I noticed before, but you weren't bleeding until
Well,
just now.
why do you tell me?
Because you weren't bleeding until just now.
Oh well.
Go fix yourself, man. No, now you have to go fix yourself. I'll talk to the
Why?
people.
Good.
Because it looks like I beat you with a...
No,
the
you don't want me to even be here. That's what it is. I'm fine. I'll go over here and they can hear me
everybody
talking.
tell
but I
Dan
don't-
how much you want
I don't
him to
care.
be here.
I don't
I
care.
just wanted to make sure you weren't bleeding. It's a blood thinner thing. It happens. So yeah, Kit Kat. Again, flavored Kit Kat though. Hold on, can't possibly pick a favorite Kit Kat, dark chocolate, anything Reese's. Reese's, like I'm also thinking about McFlurry flavors or.
Have you ever had the
Blizzard
Japanese
flavors.
different variations on the Kit Kats? Have you seen those?
Well, I've seen them in Asia, and
like
I've
the
seen
matcha Kit
matcha
Kat.
Kit Kat, but they did. Kit Kat had a store,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, like a pop up in Toronto
You
last
could
year.
get custom made.
You could get custom Kit Kats, yeah.
Custom Kit Kats.
Based peanut butter or Wonder Bar. Okay.
Yeah. Well, peanut butter tends to be a big favorite for people. I love peanut butter. I think it's a great thing.
You know, my dad. I always think about this because at every function since my dad died, we make sure we have chocolates for my dad as though he was going to come back from the dead and eat them. The cherry blossoms. Remember those? Like it was like it had that like maraschino sweet cherry thing in the middle, and it was enrobé. It was covered in chocolate with like some nuts in it.
I love
and
those.
then Laura Secord also used to do just those cherries. Those are like evil delicious. Back over there.
Back over here, shall we? Oh, love it. Every week we have a very sexy woman
Yes.
who likes to very sexy eat
She likes to very sexy eat.
for a very sexy minute.
It is true.
And today,
There's no exception.
no, none whatsoever.
Oh.
Last week she was hungover.
Well, we made her hungover.
I think we made a lot of people hungover last week.
I think we did. I was hungover last week.
You were hungover last week. I wasn't, but I never am. I'm very excited. This week is actually really funny for her. I really like it. So, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful Galadriel Caress, our sexy woman.
Who eats food for 1 minute?
Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we are.
Oh.
The lovely Galadriel Caress,
Yeah,
our
man.
sexy woman who eats food for 1 minute, eating caramel in the most janky spoon I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what's up with that spoon. That spoon upset me. Oh,
You should buy
the
her.
wrong button. We gotta
You should buy her a new
get
spoon.
rid of that. That was a weird thing that was up there. There we
What
are.
happened? I don't know.
I hit a
going
screen
on?
before. Yeah, so I love her though. I love that segment. It makes me laugh every time because it's kind of silly.
But it's a good. But that's kind of sexy can be silly.
Yeah.
Sexy can be whatever you want.
Silly can be very sexy.
Yes.
I'm just going to move this out of the way.
That's a good idea.
You don't have ice sitting in your
In my field
in
of,
your
in my
contraption.
champ de vision.
in your contraptions. Just going to move that right there. There you go.
All right, friends.
Boom.
I'm gonna put an apron on.
You're going to put an apron on.
I am gonna do it.
Wow.
I know. It's cray, like a fish fillet.
I'm glad somebody got my Kreskin joke. You know who Kreskin is?
I don't know.
There you are. So the answer is no.
So I don't know. Maybe the answer is yes, and I will just.
But if I said to you, do you know who Kreskin is?
No.
What would you say? No, that's the answer then.
All right.
He was the mentalist, the magician who would like bend forks with his mind.
See, if you say that, then I know
But
what
that-
you're talking about, but I don't know who he is. Like
Yes.
personally,
Yes.
I'm not a personally acquainted.
Baron says silly is damn sexy,
I agree.
and he is damn silly.
He's also damn sexy in his silliness. I
So it
love
all works
He's the,
all
the
comes
madness on three legs.
full
It's with us.
circle.
Yay. No. So that's sexy and silly, and now I'm thrown off. But here we go. I have a bowl.
We're making
It's empty. We're making the key lime filling. my
key lime
friend.
filling. Let
This
me
is so easy.
pull this up
It's
for you.
almost like sinful how easy this is. I am even using
There you are.
off-brand compliments 14 ounce of sweetened condensed milk. That goes right into the bowl. It's vulgar. I love it.
Condensed milk is a.
Well, once upon a time in my burlesque career, I poured a bunch of condensed milk all over myself. I loved it. It was fun.
That is a sticky mess.
It is a sticky mess. Trust me. There's some funny stories that go along with the condensed milk, but it was definitely a sticky mess. I was at the burlesque, Toronto Burlesque Festival
Yeah.
brunch or something. So we've got that. There's a can of that in there. It's 14 fluid ounces, I believe.
It's 300 mils.
300 mils, which
300
I believe
moles.
is
About 14 ounces.
14 ounces. So we got that in there, okay? Très sweet.
There you go.
Merci.
I'll take care of that.
In this little bowl, we have 4 egg yolks in there.
Just straight up egg yolks.
Straight up. Like Paula Abdul would say. We're going to give that a whisk until that's combined. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I think back in the day when I used to make key lime pie, because I used to make it quite often back in the day, I think I used to add green food coloring because, lime. But I don't do that anymore because why? This is the color it should be. It's the color it's going to be.
I find when key lime is green, it's I don't know. Green is an odd choice for food color.
But it's not, because so much of what we eat is actually green.
Well,
and
if
you
it's
should
not
be
a vegetable,
eating green, but
if it's not a vegetable.
So you see, that's pretty well combined. Now into this, I'm going to put. I couldn't find key limes after 3 stores I gave up, so I used regular lime juice. But you do want to use fresh juice, unless caveat, big asterisk, you can find key lime juice. Then go for it. I'm just going to strain this. You're right in my way there, baby. I'm just going to strain that through a strainer because
If you're using key limes, is the measurements the same?
yes.
See, look, I asked a question you knew the answer to.
It's amazing. It happened once in 17 weeks. That's so good. I feel so smart right now. So I'm going to keep whisking that until that's all incorporated.
Sort of like it's sort of like you're making a custard of sorts.
Ish.
Yeah, a very.
And if you could pass me, I think behind me there is a tablespoon.
Yes.
Merci beaucoup. I have, I zested my lime.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
That sounds filthy.
It does. So I've got about...
Come to my channel. I'll zest my lime for you.
a tablespoon of lime zest.
A lime zest.
Lime zest.
Mm.
Okay. So that's that. We're just going to incorporate this. Now, again, I make the mistake all the time of using a yellow bowl when making things that are pretty yellow.
I'll bring that back. I'll bring this in so it's a little easier to see.
So you just want to get that all incorporated. It's That's your consistency. So it's not as goopy, obviously, as when it was just the condensed milk, because that's pretty sticky and thick, viscous, if you will. So we've got the egg yolks in there. It's 4, and half a cup of lime juice, tablespoon of lime zest, and our can of condensed milk. I have done this with full fat condensed milk and low fat condensed milk, and big surprise, they both work. And it's not really going to affect the flavor. There's certain things that I won't bake with low fat cream cheese, for example, but this, it really didn't change anything. So we've got that. There's our filling. It's done. We are going to. Can you pass me a spoon? Please?
A spoon.
A spoon.
Here, let me put that down.
I'm going to move this over here. Look at this. Teamwork makes the
There
dream
we go.
work. So I took 6 of the pie crusts out because we're going to be using them to make the s'mores, and the s'mores don't have to bake. So we have 6 of these. If you're doing double recipes or you've decided to do one or the other, all 12, all good.
Can I make an observation?
Sure.
Is there a reason why instead of making it all one side and then the other side, you decided to alternate?
No.
Okay.
Possibly because I was going to put water in them so they didn't burn, but yeah, it's probably, you're right.
I'm not. It's not a crit. It was. I wasn't sure if there was a
didn't take
specific
it as a
reason.
criticism, and sometimes when I react, it's not because I took it as a criticism. It's because certain things make sense in my brain until you point out the fact that
Yes.
they don't really make sense, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fair.
Odd choice.
Checkerboard, maybe. I don't know what I was
checkerboard?
thinking. Like maybe it would be prettier in the oven. I don't know. So
Like the soundtrack to chess.
I don't know. I do not understand.
You don't know chess?
I do know chess. I don't understand how that was applicable.
Dennis DeYoung, wasn't it?
It's Murray Head.
Oh, was it Murray Head? I thought Dennis DeYoung was involved. I thought. Maybe he
Possibly.
sang. It's a weird conversation to have
This
right
is a very weird conversation. If you're not following, I don't blame you. I'm having trouble right now, and I'm sober, so
now. There you are.
there you are.
So you're filling those up just below the top.
I'm using about.
I'm gonna bring that in.
Yeah.
This one is another one I think we should. This would be a very heavy fly cam episode.
So again, the same way with spice, I always find with stuff like this, you can always add, but you can't take away, right? So like, I'm using about 2 tablespoons, but when we're done, I can always go back and add a little bit more. You don't want them overflowing, but already I can tell that this guy wants a little bit more. Over here. And this dude over here needs a little bit more.
Just under the lip.
Under your lip. Yes, just under the lip. And this is why you want them to be fairly sitting evenly in the muffin tin so that that doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm sure that's why you guys tune in, because sometimes I'm a really good example of what to do, and sometimes I'm the best example of how not to cook something. So, you see what's going on here? We have these guys are done, or these ladies, these things. They're going in the oven for another 9 to 11 minutes. So at 9 minutes, I'm going to set my timer for 9. Check in with them.
You don't give the tappa like Chef John says? I wasn't sure if there's a reason why you don't.
Like a tappa. There you go. Tappa. Air bubbles be gone. And there. There we go.
So that's in for?
That's in for 9 minimum, 11 maximum. And I will take care of that in some minutes.
Or you just eat that bowl. That's really good stuff.
They're socially distancing. Thank you, Diane. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Ha-ha.
I was waiting for somebody to come up with that joke. Thank you very much, Diane. Every week on this show, we have a visit from the world's, dare I say, the universe's greatest chef. He is known for creating dishes fit for kings, queens,
And everyone in betweens.
And what's in between a king and a queen? Like that just seems like a really narrow.
It rhymed.
Hollow.
It rhymed, and it kind of included everybody. So I'm going to go with it.
All right, cool. For everybody here who is royalty,
or who thinks they're royalty,
then you probably have tasted this man's food. Every week he comes in, and with the knowledge of
the ages.
I'm not ageist, so I wouldn't have actually said that. He comes and he brings his knowledge in every week, without fail, save one. He's a huge disappointment to me. But that's fine, because I know that this week he won't be.
Oh, yeah? You know that?
I know it.
How do you know that?
I'm hoping. So without further ado, the one and only
Chef Duyan! Where's our?
Oh, we forgot to put the thing on. Chef Duyan, don't talk to us yet. We haven't put the things
also
in.
Make sure he doesn't sound like a monster.
Oh, well, he won't. He won't. You put that in there. It's coming in. Hang on a second, Chef Duyan.
Hello, Chef Duyan.
Hello, Chef Duyan.
Are you there, Chef Duyan? What
That's
you
all
got
working.
in your
Where'd he go?
pan? Oh, it's a new theme song.
Oh, he's a monster now. He's a monster. I'm gonna, Chef Duyan, we're gonna call you right back so you're demonstrified. Hold on 1 second, you son of a gun. Don't go nowhere.
You know,
We
only
will fix
here do you
this.
get cocktails and recipes and monster chefs. So
Monster Chef Duyan.
I'm just gonna lean into it. Chef Duyan,
Chef Duyan,
are you there?
are you there? Oh, we're in
he's in
Paris.
Paris.
Oh, we're in Paris.
Chef Duyan's in Paris. Everybody, we didn't even know. There's a finger.
Chef Duyan, are you there? Can you hear us?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, and you're
yeah.
not a monster.
Excellent.
It's good.
How are
and
you,
you were
Chef
in
Duyan?
Paris there for a second. That's
Yes, you were in
amazing.
Paris. It was beautiful. You got us really high last week, Chef Duyan.
I did, yes, indeed.
Indeed.
So, how are you guys doing this week?
Excellent.
I've recovered. Thanks for that.
We're having some Tootsie Roll cocktails.
How are you, Chef
Yeah.
Duyan?
I'm bothered.
You're bothered. Why are you bothered?
Oh, you guys decided to jack my gimmick this week.
I mean, we jacked your gimmick.
I've never
used the
touched your
Jell-O.
gimmick.
You used the Jell-O, but anyway, it's okay.
I didn't use
'cause
Jell-O, so
I decided, well, you guys are a group, so you're together.
Yeah.
okay.
So I decided this week that I would also jack your gimmick. So this week I'm doing Jell-O key lime pie.
I see what's going on here.
You see it. All right, so here we're gonna do it. So what we're gonna need lime Jell-O,
Ah.
lime juice, quarter cup of hot water.
I'm sorry, Chef Duyan. Is that a plastic lime full of lime juice?
It's exactly that.
Is it a fake lime that has the words real lime on it?
It has the word read lime on it.
Your chefing prowess never ceases to amaze.
I know, because my goal this week is do the exact same thing you guys doing, faster, cheaper, and most likely better. We'll see.
Ooh, them sounds like fighting words.
I'm indifferent.
We have a quarter cup of hot water.
Quarter cup of hot water.
We're gonna put the Jell-O in.
Chef Dan, I've never asked you this, but do you stay to the name brand Jell-O brand, or do you vary your brands of Jell-O?
I always try to stay on brand because I've once or twice I tried other and very disappointed.
Oh.
Much more disappointed in those brand that you are in me. So anyway, so once the Jell-O is in the hot water, you stir it until it's all diluted.
What happens
You're
when
crazy.
Chef Duyan's in hot water, huh?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So once the Jello is diluted, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of the lime juice. So like 1, 2. There we go. Once this is in, we're gonna let it rest for a few seconds, and we're gonna use other ingredient. It's yogurt. It's key lime yogurt. I use the Oikos brand, but whatever you need, whatever you find, as long as it's key lime, whatever the brand is, you take it.
All right.
Mine are 100 grams. We need 300 grams of the key lime Jello. So, let it rest a bit. Then you're gonna take your spoon and add the yogurt to the mixture.
All right.
Only the best brands for Chef Duyan, you'll notice, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Whatever I can find at Walmart.
Did you just say Walmart or Woolworths? I heard Woolworths.
Walmart. He's never heard of
Walmart.
I know. I'm sorry, I just aged myself.
Were you alive when Woolworths was open?
Yes.
So you add all 3 cups of yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna mix it in.
So if you're just tuning in, that's some lime Jello brand Jello, some hot water, 300 grams of Oikos key lime yogurt, and the magical personality of Chef Duyan.
Exactly. So once it's in, gonna mix it up. It's gonna create some sort of a
Sludge?
green.
Is that what the Joker fell into? Like what?
At least it's green. They need to add no colorant.
Oh snap!
Yeah, but
No, let him talk. You talk.
this is getting.
So we add it in. So once it's mixed, gonna put it in a bigger bowl. There we go. Now I'm gonna be able to show you more what kind of green it looks like. I don't know if you can see inside the
It
ball.
looks like Slimer.
Yeah, it looks like Slimer. It does.
Or you can't do that on television.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna add some whipped topping to the ball. It's about 85 grams that I'm gonna add.
I don't know, Chef Duyan. It doesn't seem to be any faster than my non-Dream Whipped key lime pie. But
Yes. There you go. We add it in, and then we mix it.
oh wait, what's that? Oh, is that my fresh pie coming out of the thing? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Don't those look delicious?
Yep.
So we're gonna mix it up. Once you have an acceptable goo.
An acceptable goo. Hang on, let me just. How do you know the goo is acceptable?
If it's acceptable to you, I mean it's
Then it's acceptable goo.
when you're satisfied with your goo.
I'm always satisfied.
Then we're gonna grab the last thing, which is the graham cracker crust.
Yes.
You just
I'm
Get
sorry,
it-
did you just say you bought your pie crust at the dollar store?
no Walmart.
Oh, Walmart.
Walmart,
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Much
It's not a Philistine.
You don't need to put it in the oven. And then you just take your goo
Take the goo.
and put it in the crust.
Goo in the crust.
Yes. There you
Now,
go.
Chef Duyan, I have been your biggest fan since we started this, and tonight I'm feeling like we're at odds a little bit, you and me.
No.
Just saying.
This may have to be resolved at some point.
There you go. Once it's done, you put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes to 4 hours,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have a key lime.
Well, that sounds completely unexpected. Well, then we'll check back with you in somewhere in the next 10 minutes to 4 hours.
I might not be here. I'm kind of done.
And we will see if what you say happens. Thank you, Chef Duyan.
You're fine.
See you guys later.
I want him out of my ear. Out of my ear.
You want him out of your ear? He upset you with his key lime pie?
He bought his crust at the
Dollars
Walmart. No,
at the
it was
Walmart.
the
The Woolworths,
Walmart.
not the Woolworths.
Not at Woolworths though.
What are we doing right now?
I just put a cup of heavy cream, whipping
For what
cream.
reason? Is this for the chocolate?
I am going to make a chocolate ganache.
Well, that
in a
means-
minute. I just I put some cream in a cup. I put the cup in a pot.
I'm just going to
I
put
put
the
the
recipes
pot.
up here.
Over here. Stay tuned.
Here comes the recipe for the s'mores. See what the ingredients we need for the s'mores.
I'm feeling kind of Irish right now. I'm feeling like a little bit like I want to have a fight with Chef Duyan.
He has that effect on people.
He does. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So we have, maybe we should do that for one quick second.
What?
Just take the fly cam over there and show the peoples.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
when I come
give
in
that a
there.
little
Yeah.
light.
Look at that.
Those guys
Those are all pre.
are done. We're going to cool these. Let me just
These
move
look
this over.
gorgeous. Let me get in there.
Yeah, I'm just
There
going
we
to
go.
take these guys out real quick. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Those now got to cool.
These are going to cool here for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then, not to quote Chef Duyan,
10 minutes to
but
4 hours.
they're going to go into the fridge for a minimum of 2 hours, a maximum of about 12 hours.
All right.
All right, but those guys are just going to...
They're going to cool for a little bit.
They're just going to chill.
Yeah.
They're just going to chill. So...
Not to be confused with actually telling people to chill them.
No. Right now they're chilling. What I'm actually going to do in a socially distant fashion, thank you, Diane Harvey, I will use that for the rest of...
Oh, we get people in here so they can see what's going on.
I'm putting the other gals, crusts, back in here, just so that there's a little bit of structure, because the ganache is not going to hold the same way that held, and also because we're not going to put it in the oven. Okay? Okay.
The ganache is just going to chill.
It's going to chill, baby, chill, baby, wait. So yes.
But of course.
Of course. In this pot, we have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, or actually heavy cream / whipped cream. I'm using whipped cream. You can use heavy cream. Also, in this wee bowl over here, we have about 340 grams. So
Hello, foreigner Harvey.
14 ounces or so of chopped baking chocolate. And, pardon me for one quick moment, in this wee little cup over here, we have a 1/4 cup of butter that's been cubed. So what we're going to do is we're going to, in this bowl over here, we're going to take our chocolate, which has been chopped up, and we're going to pour it in there.
Okay.
Cool? We're going to take our butter, tiny little cubes. I might need a little,
Oh, you want to switch?
an extricator. I'm sure sometimes the people at home think I'm drunk, and I'm like, no, just giddy, happy to be here. So that is together over here. We're just going to put that to the side. I am going to ask you to kindly rinse my, can you rinse my whisk?
Okay.
I'm going to turn this contraption on. Menu, power 5. That's middle.
That's about middle, yeah.
Okay, so you want to go to like medium low. So I'm going to go to 4 on this, because we've discussed this before. This machine, I find it gets really hot.
You can also go by exact
Really
temperature
quick?
if you want.
I don't want to do that. What I want to do is just give this a whisk. Not just yet. I want it to heat up
You
a
want
bit.
it to boil or?
We're going to heat this to a boil, whisking. And when it starts to boil, we're going to take this off of the heat, and we're going to pour this heavy cream or whipped cream, whatever you're using, on top of the chocolate and butter to make a ganache. Can I have a wooden spoon?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much. Sorry, what are we making? Right now we are making the inside of s'mores tarts, and we made some mini key lime tarts.
Yeah. So we're making the chocolate ganache. Chocolate ganache for s'mores tarts.
It's a tarty episode.
Very tarty.
Yes. What's next? Ooh.
Well, you know what I realized we didn't do? Now, this is, I think, you making that, but we didn't actually factor in my second cocktail.
Oh, we didn't.
We missed that.
So you know what we can do?
What we're going to do is we're going to go to that next.
Okay.
And then we're going to make a cocktail.
All right. So, honestly, if you're heating up your cream, you go at your own pace. You want to heat it on medium-low. You want to whisk it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. This really shouldn't take very long. This should take like probably about 4 to 5 minutes maximum. I'm going to pump it up one little bit. I know. Just because I don't want you guys watching me whisk cream for the next X number of minutes of your life. Maybe not so exciting for you. How you doing? What's going on? Did you make yourself a Tootsie Roll cocktail? If you did, let us know. If you're drinking something else, let us know. Talk to us. We like it. Look, I can whisk and rinse my whisk. Oh, wait. Did that sound innuendo-ish?
Innuendo-ish.
Yeah, according to Mary-Eve, everything sounds like an innuendo when we do the thing.
It is. Technically, just for you guys to know, everything we do is an innuendo. You just have to figure out for what. In fact, the word innuendo seems to be the biggest innuendo there is.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, and I don't know if it's just the mood I'm in right now, if I'm feeling particularly 80s. You said innuendo, and I thought menudo.
See, I would think innuendo in my endo.
Well, that's not an innuendo at all.
Well.
Pretty spot on there.
Hey, yes, you did hear. We made a Tootsie Roll cocktail earlier. It was
Yes.
very lovely with dark rum, chocolate bitters, and some maple syrup. It's very nice. Talk about that again a little bit when we make our next. I'm very excited for the marshmallow.
I am out of your way. I'm hoping in about a minute and a half.
Oh no! I mean, you don't have to worry about it. We're good. But But again, we're making a marshmallow
vodka.
pop, a vodka marshmallow pop coated in Jello.
Coated, yeah.
Coated.
I think Chef Duyan should be coated in Jello.
He has been. I witnessed it firsthand.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it's how he got into our private gentlemen's club. We call it gentlemen's club. We're not very creative.
And the first rule is to always talk about it online.
Exactly. Yes. Well, we're trying to get membership up.
Gotcha. This isn't very exciting. Maybe you can cut to the next thing while I'm doing this, and
you can do that. Do you want to show? Do we want to come back to this because we're gonna have to put a whole cocktail set up here? So that's why I don't want to.
We are. So all I'm trying to do right now, as explained before, is to get this to boil while whisking it, and we're like seconds away here, folks.
You want to keep action on it. I'm
gonna
bring. I'll bring this in so we can at least see what's going in.
That'll be a little bit more exciting.
So we can see what's happening here. Bang! We're over here. Foreigner Harvey says, I have an American Isle in my store, and I picked up a Tootsie Roll once, and I wasn't a fan. Well, that's...
It's a lot. It's a lot for the mouth.
They are better when you add a serious amount of alcohol to them. That's all I want to say.
It depends on what kind of, like, when I moved to England the first time, chocolate tasted very different. Like, North Americans are used to a certain level of, candy or whatever. I found living in Birmingham, especially because I was right by the Cadbury factory, British chocolate is very different than North American chocolate. But also more milky, I found. Less.
Where are you from, Foreigner Harvey Hill? Where are you from? I'm assuming somewhere foreign.
Okay, look what's happening. We got bubbles, and they're not just...
There we go. We have a little bit of boiling going on there.
So what we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you to just take a little step back there, Dan, for one quick sec. We're going to take this. And without further ado, we're going to go right in here. Excuse me.
got it.
I don't know. You might not want to go in there. And we're going to melt this ganache. So we're just going to, we're just going to stir it. Now that chocolate is it was cut pretty, like I chopped it pretty finely. In a pinch, if you've got a bag of chocolate chips at home, you can do this with chocolate chips. Yeah. It's going to taste a little bit cheaper, if that makes any sense. You could also throw in, if you wanted to, a little bit of liqueur in here. So
a little brandy would be really nice.
A little brandy, anything that you want to use to round out your chocolate. Like even if you wanted to use something like Bailey's
or a Kahlua
or something. You want to get this incorporated first, and then you want to get your alcohol in there. So that's all we're doing. We're just going to stir this until the butter is melted, the chocolate is melted, and it's got this nice, pretty, I don't know if you guys can see it, that nice sheen on it with the butter.
You're sort of basically tempering it to a point. You didn't measure it out for temperature. We're making a
ganache. Like we're just, we're just going to make it all.
Our friend foreigner Harvey lives in London, so he understands the concept of British chocolate quite well.
Yes, I used to live in Birmingham.
Why do you always say it like that?
Because that's how. You're all right, Bab. I'm from Brum. It was something. It was, and I also say it like that because when I lived in Birmingham and then I used to go to London or go anywhere else, they'd be like, "Where do you live?" And I'd be like, "Birmingham," and they'd be like, "Sorry, why?" So
that looks very
chocolatey.
Very chocolatey, very shiny. I will say, it's a very shiny chocolate you've made.
Yeah. Well, the butter helps with that.
The butter helps with so much.
Butter helps.
I'm going to get the hot plate out of the way, and I'll switch the other thing over for you.
Well, I'm going to need the hot plate eventually again, but for now.
For right now?
No.
This first or this first?
It's actually going to be that first.
Oh, okay, well then I will just move this out of the way.
So that's beautiful. What we're actually going to do very quickly. We might go like 5 minutes long tonight, guys, but we're doing a lot of stuff.
A lot of things happening.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Here, you want to take a here.
Oh God, Birmingham is one of the most embarrassing cities. It makes the UK look bad. He
says. I know. Can I?
You can try that.
I used to work on Broad Street, so I remember at the end of the night working at a bar. People
that's very rich. I like that a lot.
People would be yelling literally at each other from the other, like they'd be like trying to get each other involved in like in an argument from opposite sides of the road at different pubs, and then they'd meet on the median in the middle of the road and beat the shit out of each other. It was really
algorithm.
The stuff. They'd beat the stuff out of each other.
What stuff was it? The shit?
The shit. It was intense. Living in Birmingham was intense, but
it does look so good, Squirrel. It's so delicious.
So again, same deal.
I'm gonna just get you all drooling by zooming in on this. Just a regular old
teaspoon here. We're gonna fill your bottoms first.
Oh, there we go.
Fill your bottoms, friends.
Fill your bottoms.
Fill your bottoms.
You don't want your bottoms to be not fun.
We're just gonna do about a tablespoon each here. We're just going to let that settle, and then I'll go back around and keep filling.
You want to work with this while it's still hot. You don't want this to get cold.
No, you don't. It will get cold in the fridge.
And this is just the base of our s'mores.
Well, we technically have two out of 3 parts, right? We've got the graham cracker, and we've got our chocolate. So we're just going to go back around again. I am not being super neat. Also, it's kind of hard when Dan's got the fly cam, and there seems to be a fruit fly in our kitchen, and I don't want him.
That's David.
I don't want David on camera. So
David is I've been training him recently.
Oh, have you?
Yes, he is my hunting.
Your fly cam fly?
Hunting fruit fly.
I thought it was your fly cam fly.
No. Yeah, he can't. We go hunting together. When I shoot a deer, he retrieves it.
Oh, does he now?
Yeah. I mean, tiny deers.
Do you give him steroids?
No. He's pretty much straight up
just jack?
Heroin, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's a heroin-based fruit fly.
Can you just pull that back?
Oh, sorry, let me get that out of the way.
Right up in my business. All right. We got those. I'm going to do this.
You do that? Mm-hmm. I'll do the tappa.
Mm-hmm. Before you go away with that?
Yeah. Where am I going with this?
I don't know. You were going to go into the fridge. Oh, pardon me. Look at me. I'm right in your business.
What are you doing?
I want one of these. just so I can go like this, and I can go like this and like this. And just take some of that extra chocolate that got on there off.
Just to keep it clean?
Yep. Shut up.
Yeah, so this goes straight in the fridge.
2 hours minimum. S'il vous plaît.
No.
We're going to pretend it's going in the fridge.
It's in the fridge.
So that's that.
So those are going in the fridge.
Stay tuned, because we will be making marshmallow fluff soonish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the thing.
We have some most amazing musicians who sort of gotten involved with us, and we always want to bring you guys something incredible. Ben Cardilli has been a huge part of what we've been about since the beginning of the show.
Yep.
But Ben is like, hey, he just finished his album, The Great Indoors. He's
You can go and check it out. And
from what I understand, we've talked. Ben will be here live next week.
oh, is it next week?
Next week, Ben will be here live to play for us. But
What are we doing next week, Dan?
We're gonna go and visit New Orleans.
We're going to New Orleans next
New Orleans
Thursday.
next week.
Yep.
But I put a call out to some amazing Montreal musicians, and I got sent this video from an incredible band called Perfect Strangers. And I love this. It's such a great song.
Okay, so I just have to, before you...
Yeah, go.
I was sitting, Dan and I obviously live together, work in the same space, and I was in my space, and he was in his space, and he was listening to the song, and I was like sitting here like doing work, and I was like, Dan, this is groovy. What are you listening to? Like, and it was your next song, and I'm super excited.
So
It's super groovy.
my friend Khalil sent me this song. He wrote. This is his band, Perfect Strangers. Such
good
a
stuff.
good song. Such a good song. Ladies and gentlemen, the song is called Pimp Hand Strong.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stir Crazies. Pimp Hand Strong by Perfect Strangers.
No, baby. I'm telling people you're a friend of mine, but I can't seem to get you out of my mind. It's not that I got nothing else to do, but all I wanna do is kick it with you. So get on up, get on up, get on up, get on up. We get together and it's bound to get right. You wanna scrap? 'Cause that's what I wanna do. All night long, keep my pimp hand strong. Oh yeah. Don't make me say it again. All night long, keep my pimp hand strong. Oh yeah. Don't make me say it again. We sending messages through outer space. Count down the seconds till I see your face. Friendships like this one can be hard to find. I'm just afraid you'll make me lose my mind. So get on down, we get on down. Hey party people, come and gather around. Listen up, 'cause I got something to say. All night long, keep my pimp hand strong. Oh yeah. Don't
Oh, Perfect
Yes.
Strangers, Pimpin' Strong.
I love it.
Everybody. Just some information. I have it written down here. That is the band. Khalil F. Johnson, Nicolas Lajeunesse on keys, P.Y. Letelier on bass, Justine Girard on guitar, Francois Morin on drums, and Jeff Lobet on guitar.
I love it.
I love that song.
Love it.
I love the video too. The video is so just, it's so funny. He sent me this song and he got the title's called Pimpin' Strong. And I went, oh, what is that going to be? And it's just this hipster couple going on the cutest date. And it's like so well shot and so fun. Perfect Strangers.
Yep.
Love that song.
Yep.
So good.
I'm just going to reach over. I know you want to do your cocktail. I'm just going to turn this on for a second, and I'm just going to get it boiling. If that's okay.
You can do whatever you need.
Hold on.
We're going to make a weird little cocktail. Well, not a cocktail. We're going to make a little treat. A boozy treat.
I also need you to tell me how to work it.
Well, what are you trying to do?
Make it boil. Make it simmer.
You want to simmer or boil?
I want to simmer.
Oh,
I
can't
simmer.
read it from here.
I know, it was confusing me too. There we go. Just make
I'll
it.
put it at about 260.
That's cool.
All right. So we're going to make what we're calling vodka marshmallow jello pops.
Okay.
Now, this is slightly different. I pulled this off of a bartender that we love a lot, his website, The Tipsy Bartender.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled this cocktail off of his site. Loved it. Thought because of who we are and what we do, I do a slight variation on it. And my variation was he recommended using colored sugar. Okay. And I went, no. If I want sweet, crystalline something, we're going to go straight up Jello. So, Chef Duyan, you're not the only one who can cook with Jello.
It feels like it's on tonight.
It is a little bit.
I think so.
What we have this is a silly little thing. It's kind of boozy. It's hard to call it a cocktail because there's no drinking involved. This is an edible. And first of all, we're going to start off with is marshmallows. So as you can see, I have marshmallows here. On, you're not even looking. You're not even paying attention.
I saw them before.
Marshmallow here I've got them just on little skewer sticks. And now the recipe, if you want to bring that up, calls for vodka. And I just thought I'd do something a little bit different. So what I actually did is I made a little bit of marshmallow vodka.
You did you?
Yeah, so we just did a little bit of marshmallow infused vodka. All I did was take about probably about a dozen of these marshmallows, cut them into quarters, put them into some vodka, sealed it in a mason jar, left it overnight. It's not going to be. It gives a little bit of a marshmallow kick to it. You have that sort of sweet marshmallow flavor in the background.
Also, it's like we live in Quebec, and I know Canada is a little bit behind the States, but also I find Quebec is a little bit behind Ontario. You can get marshmallow flavored vodka.
Yeah, but I don't want.
No, but I'm saying if
don't buy that. Infuse your own. It takes 12.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying some people don't want to infuse their own, and you can always find this like at the New Hampshire State Liquor Store.
So I'm going to just put a little bit of strawberry jello here, just a powder, straight up powder, onto a plate. Again, simple, a little sweet. But what it's going to do is it's going to give us a nice little coating. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our things here. Now I've got a mason jar. You can just fill a glass with vodka enough to submerge the marshmallows, and we're just going to put our marshmallows. They're going to pop right back up there because they are buoyant, and we're going to leave them in there. We want to get a little bit of that vodka into the marshmallow itself.
Let's see what you're doing here.
So we don't want to leave it too long because it will deteriorate the marshmallow. But you'll be surprised how long that takes. Actually, when I was making the vodka last night, when I went and checked it about 4 hours in, the marshmallows were still pretty much
stodgy,
intact. You could eat them. They would be more. By the time I did it 24 hours later, they were the concept of a marshmallow, basically.
It's like floof.
But they still retained the shape, which is interesting. That gelatin holds for a very long time.
Yes,
so we're just going to keep that in there. Again, I would say, you know, a minute.
Okay.
Put it in there. Just hold it down. The other thing you can do is if you have shot glasses, you can sort of fill a shot glass halfway, put it in there, it'll stick.
It'll go.
Yeah.
Will it osmose into the marshmallow?
I don't know if it will osmofy.
Osmofy?
Osmosis Jones. Remember Osmosis Jones?
Yes.
Chris Rock? Good movie. No, it wasn't. A weird movie. All right. Let's say those are done.
All right.
Shall we?
We shall.
So we're going to take that. Once you have that done, and you can do this with lollipop sticks, we are just going to coat that around. We're just going to.
By the way, nobody call us tonight because we're just going to be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, we're going to be
with all
so
the
full of sugar.
We're just going to be like, maybe don't call me tomorrow either.
Give that one to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to just get that out there.
So this is just this. This is not like an add-on to a beverage. This is.
I mean, it's a fun little. I guess you could theoretically use it as a garnish for something else.
Another
but
like on vodka.
You could do if you want. We can also bite this and then take a swig of the.
Oh, I'd say that's what we should
vodka.
do. Ready?
But there we are.
Cheers.
That is the vodka marshmallow pop.
Let's take a half a bite.
Full thing. Very sweet, very candy, very vodka.
Delicious. I'm all about. Yeah, let's do it.
Do one more of those.
Yeah, hit me with one
like
more of those.
Yeah. This sounded
Horrible.
so horrible that I had to try it. But once I started putting it together, I realized that this is brilliant.
Australia, you can call.
What?
She said, Vicky Michelle said, damn, I was planning on calling. You're fine. You've seen us in way worse days than this.
It's all right.
Exhibit A, the park,
Sugared up
the
is
park
never,
behind the wiggle room. We're fine.
There we are. There's a problem I find is the sticks. You really need lollipop sticks for these.
But isn't a lollipop stick basically just...
but these are so thin that they'll just slide up a lot easier, even with the sort of the pressure.
You know what's too bad?
What? No.
I had goat cheese for lunch, and they had little straws around the goat cheese to hold the shape, and I didn't even think.
Well, there you are.
I am an awful wife.
There we go. Let's here. You hold that one down.
You
hold that one. Drown that one. We'll just do. There we go. Some marshmallow candy pops. There's one for you. And I'll do this one for me. Hang on, let me do that. Just gonna reattack that. There we are. This is a hard. I put it on an angle, so it's harder to roll.
yes, never try to roll on an angle.
Never try to roll. That's how you get. That's how you go cattywampus.
Cattywampus, even.
There you are.
Cheers. I'm doing half and half.
Ooh, marshmallowy. Yeah. So it's a really dumb thing to do, but it's so simple.
Super dumb.
And it's actually quite a good little, if you want something sort of boozy candy, it's great. And especially if you do it with the marshmallow vodka. That's a nice added little bonus.
It is. You want another sip of that?
Yeah, I might actually just pour some of that into my glass since I'm out of my Tootsie Roll. Might just go.
Oh yeah, I could.
Move on to the
hit me with some of that.
Marshmallow vodka.
Yeah. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to divide the next thing in two. So I'm going to very quickly start the marshmallows, and then we can move on to something else.
All right.
Okay. Hi friends, I'm back. If you have a standing...
We are going to run over tonight.
We are going to run a little over, but we're doing the best we can, especially after 2 Jell-O marshmallows and vodka. Into the bowl of my standing mixer, I've got a half a cup of sugar that's going in there. I have an 1/8, that is 1/8 teaspoons of cream of tartar.
Cream of tartar? What is cream of tartar?
It's this thing that I'm putting in here by the 1/8
Ah, damn it.
We had this conversation.
I know, but I know I was going to ask that.
I am putting in 2 large egg whites.
Don't shoot to see the whites of their eggs. My favorite line in Hamilton.
Now, over here, while Dan was making his marshmallow goodness treats, we've got some water simmering. Okay, so I'm going to take, can you have my,
Your whisk.
My whisk.
Your whisk. Tisk on your whisk.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this little bowl into our 2 inches of simmering water, and for the next 4 minutes or so, we're gonna whisk this.
Just gonna whisk for 4
We're
minutes.
just gonna whisk for about 4 minutes. So we're getting that going. You want it in the simmering water so that we're heating it, but we're not, we're not boiling it directly. We're gonna get some gentle heat on there. I'm even gonna turn that down a little bit. And for the next 4 minutes, I will be doing this, and we will be doing.
We're going to see Kingpin.
Let's go see Kingpin.
Let's go see Kingpin. He's always got a neat little adventure. Oops, sorry, you can't see me. He's always got a neat little adventure over at Kingpin's Hideaway.
In Toronto.
This week is no exception. So shall we go?
Go.
Say hi to Kingpin. Hi, Kingpin.
You snuck up on me there. It's cleaning day at the Hideaway. And I'm the Kingpin. So this must be Kingpin's Hideaway. I always have to be careful when I dust Sir Humphreys. He's a little ticklish. Whoa. Say, that reminds me of the Mr. Monocle contest of 1926. That was a wild, wild time. I mean, wow, who can forget that? You want to see get a tooth pullers and then have a nice little platform here, and then no tooth worms here. Then you get fitted with some false teeth. Dentures were big business. Fun fact, you always rated your dental barber by the bag of teeth he had. The bigger the bag of teeth, the better the barber dentist he must have been. Dentures were, of course, a brisk business with all these teeth flying out of people's mouths. Now, if you like sweets, then you must be happy we've got modern dentistry. Because, that's kind of scary. Oh, you're right, Sir Humphreys. I totally forgot about that Mr. Monocle competition. I'll tell you next time.
Yay! That was a dentist chair from the 1840s. I noticed you happen to have a genuine Bobby's hat.
I do. This is
and
from...
if you're not sure, if you don't know, Bobby, of course, is from the Brady Bunch, Bobby Brady.
No, this is from Kingpin's.
This is from Kingpin.
Every once in a while, I find myself in Toronto at Kingpin's, and often after imbibing a few or eating some edibles, and then I'm like, I need that.
Yeah.
And this was one of those. I have some delicious
His place
treasures.
is magic.
If you're in Toronto, Duncan and Queen, Kingpin's Hideaway. I think he's doing it by appointment only.
I believe so. And it's
worth it.
So much fun.
You will lose hours of your life. Like you'll think you're only going to be there for like half an hour. I'll just stop by. No. Like budget at least 2 hours because
it'll break.
Look, I mean, come on. Yeah.
All right. So where are we at?
We are at. I have warmed all of this. It's looking a little bit vulgar, which is pretty much how we want it to look. Mm-hmm. We've dissolved the sugar. We've dissolved the cream of tartar.
Jello package out of the way,
you can get the Jello package out of the way. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to whip this for about another 4 minutes or so.
Another 4 minutes.
If you've got a standing mixer, you want to use your whisk attachment. And you just want to get that going.
And you're looking for what? Stiff peaks?
Stiff peaks. We're making marshmallow fluff. So like in a few minutes, it'll look like marshmallow fluff. So you just want to get that.
Essentially a meringue is what you're making.
We're making this.
Making that. Well, while we're doing that, why don't we talk about next week?
We can talk about next week.
Because
this is loud.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
I also don't want to ruin my very fancy hat.
We have noise cancellation on. We can put that right over there.
That's cool.
Next week is the end of the month, which means not only do we have another Sanka set, which is our New Orleans show.
Yep.
So we're going to have some New Orleans cocktails. We're going to have some New Orleans food. But on Friday is also going to be our second with technically our third. Our second
Stir Crazy After Dark.
After Dark, our burlesque show.
So why don't we show the people and then we can explain it to them.
So let me, we'll tell you a little bit what's going on. This is what's happening this week. This is the lineup. Here, I'm going to move this back a little bit further.
Yeah, maybe move it back a little. Sorry, we're making marshmallow fluff, guys, and it's loud. It's loud when we do this. Is that a little bit better?
Hopefully that is a little bit better.
Yeah. Stir Crazy After Dark.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. Let me bring this up. So not only do you get this incredible burlesque show, where we're bringing video footage from people pre-COVID, pre-Rona. So some incredible footage. This month's stars. Some incredible talent, including the Lynx. There we go. Hang on. What happened? Why is it not doing the thing? Do the thing. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's why I didn't do the thing. Let me go.
The sound from the blender is louder. So you know what?
Oh, you know why? Second. I know exactly why. Hang on, let me fix this. Done. Turn it off. That'll fix it. That'll fix it. I realized we have 3 mics. We have one that's there, which we can literally move that closer to.
Sorry.
So hopefully, is that better, guys? All right.
We're so almost done here, though. Things are happening. You talk about this for 1 second.
Okay. There we are. So, cast this month, Roxy Torpedo from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. These are guests.
She's got guests.
I see what you're saying. Yes, she has guests. You can't talk that close to the blender. I can't hear you literally. No. So it's Roxy Torpedo and friends with her. Also this month, One Chance Fancy from Colorado. Absolutely amazing. We work with her on the sax show. Oh, are you done there? Looks done.
I'm gonna pretend it's done for now.
The sax show. I'm gonna turn that other microphone back on.
The sexy sax show.
Boom.
She's also an incredible.
I turned off the wrong microphone anyways. I should have done that microphone. All right, let's do this back. Previously on this segment, Roxy Torpedo with friends for next week. One Chance Fancy from Colorado. The beautiful, our sexy woman who eats food for 1 minute, Miss Galadriel Caress.
Yes.
The amazing Cambodia's hottest pepper herself.
Hottest pepper.
Celeste
Oli.
Oli. From Toronto, the gorgeous
Oh my God.
Jeannie Emerald.
Jeannie Emerald, I miss you.
Love you. And the beautiful El Diablo.
I might get naked for you.
She will be here wearing very little clothing.
I might do it.
So that is our After Dark next week, Friday night, only on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel,
Please go and do it.
Please go do it now so that you get the reminder. The show is on Friday.
Also,
Friday, July 31st at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to YouTube and subscribe, you can set a reminder so that you will get an email. You will get a reminder on your phone if you have YouTube on your phone to go and quickly go watch that.
Also, the show is free because we believe in bringing you free entertainment. But
Yes.
our artists across the world are hurting so badly right now. So what we do ask is if you want to participate next Friday night, we welcome you into our living room. We try to do a pay what you can of like a minimum donation of $10 just so the artists get paid and that they know that you appreciate them and love them. Because we have artists from literally all over the world.
All over the world.
Just because we're lucky to get our CERB in Canada doesn't mean that artists elsewhere are living the same dream that we are. So yeah.
Please make sure when you come, if you're going to watch a show, it's not mandatory, but if you could do anything to help the artists,
It's
that
greatly
would be
appreciated,
incredible.
and that money goes to your artists.
It does.
You buy aprons for us, that pays us. You tip your artists, that goes to your artists. So
Theoretically.
So here's the deal, very quickly.
Boom, bam. We're going back to this camera here.
I'm just going to have some marshmallow vodka because apparently I'm 12 years old. And
All right,
that's a
so
thing.
you're going to do that. Here, let me reach. I'm taller than you, and I can do it a little
I
easier.
know, but look at the goop on that.
There we go. Bring your goop over here.
Bring my goop over.
Look at that goop.
Okay, so
No, it's very marshmallowy.
that's marshmallow fluff if I ever did see any. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, with the magic of yesterday and today, I managed to put some of these s'mores tarts away.
I'm also going to bring some of the key limes out.
Of course, but I have to shake the whipped cream for that. So give me 1 second.
Oh, let me take care of the whipped cream myself.
All right. So, Danny and I recently discovered that if you've got a shaker bottle, like one of those gym shaker bottles that's got the little bally thing on the inside, you can make whipped cream in about
Really
30
easy.
seconds. So he's going to make whipped cream. I'm going to put fluff on our s'mores. I don't need this. I don't know why you put this back in here.
If you are used to a shaking behavior with one hand, I find this is a very easy thing to... Oh, you're just going to throw that fluff out?
No, I left it on top of the bowl so that you could still scoop it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
know it's
pardon my fingers, friends. But we're getting close to the 7 o'clock mark, and
Yeah. Oh, we're still actually pretty good on time. We're pretty good on time. That was an incredible show tonight. We want to thank everybody who was part of this show tonight. Galadriel Caress, our sexy woman.
Thank you, sexy woman. You were the
eats food.
sexiest.
Kingpin, showing us where toothworms are from.
You'll always learn a thing. With
You'll always
Kingpin.
learn something
Always
here.
learn a thing with Kingpin. To Perfect Strangers.
Perfect
Thank you
Strangers.
so much.
Wow, I
You just
love that song.
I think you upped our coolness factor,
Yeah.
again, which is always, it's amazing. Our guests make us way cooler than we are. So thank you for
See
being
how that's doing here.
yes,
always a little bit
on our
more.
show. And Sylvie Couture, because you said something before, look at this. Easy peasy marshmallow fluff. I'm having trouble.
Oh, we haven't gone back to Chef Diane.
We should do that
We
right
should talk
now.
to Chef Diane right
should
now.
probably do that right now.
Chef Diane, we need to come back and see how yours held up to ours. I'm just going to put this in your ear, love.
I
There you
love it
are.
when you stuff stuff in my
So,
ear.
Chef Diane, let's just quickly head over there and see what is happening.
Chef Diane.
Chef Diane, are you there? How are you?
I am here. I'm good.
You are there. You're a little frozen. Hang on, we got it there. It's coming back. It's coming. It's sometimes our stinger puts a little bit of a load onto the whole thing. It's there. You are. How are you?
Excuse me.
I'm good.
Let's see your key lime pie.
Oh, wow.
Looks fantastic.
Excusez-moi.
Let's see. I think that's. I was there.
I'm still gonna fight you, but.
Yeah, we have whipped cream.
Okay. Hold on. We're with Chef Diane. How's your store-bought crust, Chef Diane?
It's excellent.
It's excellent.
It was cheaper. No cooking needed.
It's not. There's no
Just a
way
bit
it's
of time in the.
cheaper.
It was cheaper. It's a
Wow.
Jello and a few yogurts.
Well, I'm so glad you came here to make us what you did, because if you didn't, we wouldn't have it.
And see, Chef Diane, I feel right now that like I have been a big supporter of yours for going on 17 weeks now, and tonight I really feel like maybe we're in a fight. I'm kind of thinking that like I don't know, man.
I propose this. Here's what I propose. Here's what I propose.
What do you propose?
In August, we will have Iron Chef Jello.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
You versus Chef Diane. Iron Chef Jello.
Iron Chef Jello, me and Chef Diane?
I will be the guy who bites the onion, but it will be a Jello onion.
I like it. Are you down, Chef Diane? Are you ready?
All right.
I am
All
ready.
right. We will promote
Finish him!
Iron Chef Jello going down in August. Thank you very much, Chef Diane. We
I love you,
very
but
much.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, there we are. There we go.
Oh, now we're frozen.
Yeah, I find sometimes our I don't know what it is about our stinger. Sometimes it's
All right.
a little wanky on us at the end of the episode.
Are you ready?
There we are. We're gonna torch this.
Here's what we got. Okay, you want to be careful because we did them in paper. If you did them in mini pie tins, you don't have to be worried. We're just gonna give this a little toast. Oh yeah, toasting those.
Let me get the webcam in on that one.
You got the
Here's
fly
fly
cam
cam
in
in
here?
on this one.
If you know where we live, we have too many tarts. Just saying.
It may be a heck of a flight from Australia. That's all I'm saying.
Ozzy can't come, but I'll feed her one through the computer. But if you know where we live, hint, hint, we have lots of tarts. So check out these
They
little
have
s'mores.
marshmallow fluff on them.
Look at these little s'mores puppies. Look at that. That is... If you don't have a kitchen torch, again, it's not an essential kitchen thing. I want to give that a little bit more of a...
All right. Oh, we're gonna do the other ones too.
Hold on. I lit the paper on fire.
Oh, cool.
And hold on, I'm just going to give this a little bit more of a torch key over here, a little bit more of a torch key.
Here, I'm gonna go over here with these
Yeah,
ones.
that's perfect. So we've got these.
Well, you can't see them there. So
I
don't put
know.
them there.
I'm finishing them, and so I'm trying to give you some room.
Oh.
If you've got your friends over for dinner and you light their muffin papers on fire, don't breathe on it. That's not COVID friendly. There you go. There's those.
All right. So here are these.
And then what we're going to do with these little guys,
Gotta bring these back so they can see them.
you bring those over there. Look at that. We're going to take a little whipped cream.
And I'm gonna move the
Yeah.
mixer down because that's in the way. All right, now. we should
Okay,
be able to
this
see it.
whipped cream could be a little bit more costaud.
Do you want me to do it? Shake a little bit more?
Yeah, it could be shake a little
Sometimes
bit more. But for all intents and purposes,
We have
that's your deal. We should also. I should have put some sugar in there.
what? We should put some sugar in this.
I should have put some sugar
Yeah,
in there.
well.
There you go. We've got s'mores tarts. We've got key limes.
Shall we try one of each?
We should. I'm not going to try it.
I'll try the smart one. You try
a
one.
s'more.
And you try
I
that
will
one.
Try a key lime.
All right. I'm gonna try this.
Y'all saw it wasn't super hard. Once these little pie crusts are done.
Yeah, just putting stuff on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's very good. Hang on, maybe this one. Mmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. You take it out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. No, I like that one. Mm-hmm.
They're both really good.
Yeah. Mmm.
We did the thing.
Oh,
You did the thing.
that is. I'm talking to a napkin here.
These are actually quite tasty, but
They're
we have
very
too many.
good.
So again, you know where we live.
There you go. Oh, those are excellent.
We close the
So
door
good.
at 10.
That's the show this week.
That is the show this week.
Thank you very much for joining us. Next week, we go to New Orleans. We're going to teach you how to make a proper Sazerac.
I think I'm going to do some po' boys, maybe. If you guys are down with po' boys, I'm going to make some po' boys. And
I also want to say, and then the Friday night, After Dark.
After Dark on Friday night. And I'm going to say one quick little thing. I am so excited. It has nothing to do with Stir Crazy.
Oh, right. I want to bring that up. I have it here. You have that. Boom.
Friends, if
Move
you're...
move over.
Oh.
There you go. No, don't move out of the shot. Don't move into the thing. Stay right there so people can see
But
you.
I want them to look at Lulu La Duchesse. All right, here's the deal.
There you go. You're
Here's
in the
the
right.
deal. I happen to be one of the production team members for this incredible show that's happening here in Montreal on August 18th at the Royal Mount Drive-In. So we're doing an outdoor burlesque show at a drive-in. And it's a charity show, and it's going to raise money for Project 10, which is an incredible charity that helps raise money for LGBTQ. My mouth tripped up. LGBTQ2S plus individuals, all sorts of resources, testing and access to mental health resources and whatnot. It's not expensive for a charity event. It is the only live burlesque show happening in Montreal this summer. Come out, get your tickets. If you need info, let me know. If you're a business and you want to sponsor, let me know.
Where can they let you know?
They can let me know at what is my email?
On Facebook.
On Facebook
Or here, L
at stircrazyshow.com.
Yeah. So that shows we got coming up. I also want to say that in 2 weeks,
It's your birthday.
my birthday show.
August 6th is Divine Danny D's birthday show.
And we're going to do the birthday suit show, which means this,
Is that all we're wearing?
that's all we're wearing.
August 6th, this is it. We're going to cook in our aprons and that's
We're going
that's
to get
all?
our aprons.
All right, for
So-
Divine Danny D's birthday, we're doing
The birthday
suit show.
Come out and see us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Stir Crazies. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I'm El Diablo.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
Wear a mask. Don't be an asshole.
Wear a damn mask. Well, see you later. Bye.